Welcome to the fourth episode of Fourth and Goal podcast, brought to you by Ride the Wave Media. I'm with Dan and Adam once again, and we had a pretty good NFL week. What do you guys feel about Jamie Collins re-signing with the New England Patriots?
I'm very excited to have my man Jamie Collins back. I was a really big fan of his back in his first tenure in New England. His deal is a 1-year, $1.05 million deal, and it could be up to $5 million in total with incentives, and a lot of those are based on his playing time. So with that being said, I see it as a low risk, high reward kind of contract. He's one of our former second round picks in 2013 and was also a Pro Bowler in 2015 in his last full season in New England. And his 2018 stats tell me that he can still ball out, as he had 104 combined tackles, 13 tackles for loss, 4 sacks, and 4 passes defended. So I'm really excited to see what Collins can bring to the defense, but I'm not sure if he's an absolute lock for the roster based on his contract.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you that this is definitely a low risk, high reward situation. That's a very cheap contract. But I'd have to disagree that he's not a lock for the roster. I did see that the day we signed him, we actually, let me pull it up here. We actually cut defensive tackle Frank Herron. He was a practice squad guy for us last season. That is seemingly to, make room for Collins. One thing I am excited about, though, is, this is going to be and Collins taking this big pay cut also leads me to believe that he's really ready to buy into the, Patriot way.
How the fuck are you going to say that Jamie Collins is a lock to make the roster when they cut defensive tackle Frank Herron?
Well, that's not the only reason. He's also Frank Herron.
Who the fuck is that?
Or I'm sorry, he's also Jamie Collins.
Jersey.
Jesus Christ, he's also Jamie Collins. He's really good.
So who do we have to cut instead of what linebacker?
Who makes the roster over who?
Room for Collins?
Yeah. I
Who
say
makes the roster over Collins?
I say we would cut probably like Jawan Bentley for Jamie Collins to come on.
Dude, you're on crack if you think that the Patriots are going to cut Bentley over Jamie
Then
Collins.
Who would they cut?
Roberts. Landon Roberts.
No way.
He's on, what is this? Is going to be his fourth year as a Patriot? This is going to be his
third.
fourth year as a Patriot, so it's the end of his rookie contract, if I'm not mistaken. He's going to go into free agency next year anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think Collins is definitely going to make the roster because there's probably over $1 million in the 1.05 million. Is that all guaranteed? Because you said the rest was like incentives to get it up to 5 million. So if that's the case, I mean, Bill Belichick isn't the type of GM that, I mean, he's a pretty stingy guy. He's not going to just throw out $1 million to cut the guy.
I agree.
What do you guys feel about like Collins actually listening this year? Because wasn't the reason he got traded was because he wasn't listening to the defensive calls, and now Belichick's the defensive coordinator. So how do you guys think that's going to pan out?
Yeah, I remember that report coming out that he wasn't listening to any of the defensive plays and he was just freelancing on the play. So, I mean, 2 years in Cleveland or whatever it was can really do it to you and want you to win again. So I'm sure he's coming back with the chip on his shoulder and wanting to actually listen to the best coach of all time.
Yeah, I mean, him taking this huge pay cut, as I said before, obviously shows that he wants to be here. So I don't really think there will be any problems with that.
I hope he keeps his number 91 because I have his jersey. So if he keeps number 91, then I'm all set on that. Wise is going to have to move his jersey.
Yeah. What about Christian Sam?
Nah,
is he gonna,
I don't think he can make the roster. No, he's a good player, but I think it's just kind of like I don't think you can put him in over Landon Roberts or Jawan Bentley or Jamie Collins.
Yeah, there's no way.
Certainly not Hightower Van Noy, and then I mean we haven't even mentioned Brandon King. He seems like he'd be one of the more obvious candidates, but he's very useful on special teams, and we just re-signed him to a 2-year deal.
I think his roster spot is rocked after his extension.
Yep.
Dude, I just learned that Brandon King is a linebacker.
You didn't know that before?
Dude, I just thought he was a safety. He's number 36. He doesn't have the size of a linebacker.
I don't even think he's ever taken. I don't think he's ever taken a snap.
I don't think he has. He's never stepped foot on defense. It's always special teams for him.
But what about like preseason?
I don't
Does he
know.
play preseason?
Nothing really rings a bell for me. Maybe a
Yeah.
couple times, but like nothing stands out.
On Pro Football Focus, it says he's a defensive back.
Really? So
Yeah.
right here is a linebacker.
He's a linebacker on the Patriots website, and according to Doug Kyde, I think
Ooh.
Doug Kyde has it in his bio on Twitter. It's like, yes, Brandon King is a linebacker. And it's always stuck in my head because of that.
So weird. Doesn't make any sense. And also, we had a couple other things happen in the NFL this week. Patrick Peterson of the Arizona Cardinals got suspended 6 games. How do you guys think about that?
Well, everybody kind of knows that Pat Pete's been one of the top corners in the game for a while, but this is going to be a big blow to that Cardinals defense. They face a couple really, really talented receivers to begin the year. And week 1, they got to go against the Lions and Marvin Jones. Week 4, Seahawks and DK Metcalf. Week 5, Bengals and AJ Green. And week 6 is the Falcons and Julio Jones. So newly signed cornerback Robert Alford's really gonna have to step up and make a lot of plays for that defense in order that team to win those kind of games. So we'll see. But it's the Patriots fan in me. Peterson was a big Deflategate believer, so it's kind of nice to see him get stung by the bee again.
Yeah. Personally, I had always liked Patrick Peterson. Felt a little bad for him as the Cardinals had, been struggling a lot aside from that one year where they just randomly went to the NFC Championship game. But this definitely changed that, seeing that old tweet about Brady's Deflategate, talking about Brady disrespecting the game, and then he just goes on to do this. I think Kyler Murray might be wishing he chose baseball, because this season is shaping out to be a rough one in Arizona.
That is such a bold statement right there. That was the first I've heard of that. Since he's been drafted to Arizona, he might want to reconsider going to
I actually
baseball.
came up with that. I wrote that line myself.
Damn.
Oh boy.
If something bad does happen in Arizona, Dan Shea got it first.
That's me. I know it's a really hot take.
I still think they're fine.
Wait, didn't you say the Cardinals were going to make the playoffs?
I think they have a good chance of making the playoffs.
All right, come on.
Wow, 2 hot takes right here,
No,
guys.
they're not.
You heard it here first.
Just think, if David Johnson goes back to 2015 form, he was the best running back. They got Larry Fitzgerald obviously
Christian
coming
Kirk,
back as a
Andy
stud.
Isabella.
Christian, and didn't they draft someone else for a wide
I think
receiver?
so.
Hakeem Butler.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a very high power offense.
Yeah, but
right there. They got Terrell Suggs, defensive
as
end.
good as Kyler Murray is,
Chandler Jones.
As good as Kyler Murray is, he's a rookie. He's not going to step on the field and just immediately be what he was at Oklahoma. He's gonna go.
Tom
through
Brady
some
was a
growing
rookie
pains.
once too.
Did he play at all his rookie season?
I
No, he
thought
didn't.
did.
Well,
No.
actually, you know what? Maybe he took a snap, but it was his second season when he actually came on and we won the Super Bowl.
Well, you probably got.
And when you relate David Johnson to this new Cardinals offense, I've seen a lot of things that Cliff Kingsbury wants us to be an air raid kind of attacked offense. So I don't know how much David Johnson will be really involved in the run game. You know what I mean? If they want to go 5 wide every play, drafting all these receivers and a quarterback, it's I don't know. A lot rides on Murray and a lot rides on Cliff. So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
So Tom Brady, his rookie season, had 6 passing yards and a passer rating of 42.4. So he's worked his way up throughout his career, definitely, with those stats right there.
He earned it.
Yeah. He was grinding.
started from the bottom and look at him now, Tom Brady. Dude, so what's going on with the New York Jets? I don't really want to do research on it just because it's the fucking Jets and one of the most embarrassing organizations in all of sports. You can book that one down too.
Yeah,
that's kind of a hot take.
But what's going on?
Well, if you focus really closely and start sniffing, you can kind of smell the smoke coming from New York in that organization, because we're kind of close to New York. Everything's burning down over there. Apparently, they fired their GM.
Dude, what the fuck is that?
What? Well, you don't think that was funny?
You just tried to add on to your joke and just kept running with it.
Oh, you can smell the smoke in New York because we live close.
I was gonna help you out, but you just kept running with it, so I didn't want to.
All right. Well, there goes my career.
But continue what you were gonna say.
There goes my career as a comedian. But it's coming. The reports are coming out that the GM and Gase had some tension this whole entire offseason, and obviously they fired the GM, and now there's a lot of tension between Gase and Bell because apparently Gase never really wanted to sign Bell to his major 4-year, $52.5 million contract. So that kind of leads me to believe that Bell could be on the trading block because Gase didn't want to give him all that money. And another question I have for the Jets is why would they get rid of the GM now and not wait till the end of the year? You know, he was kind of in charge of all the signings and free agency. He was in charge of all the draft picks. I just don't get why they're firing him right before the season's actually going to begin.
Yeah. Personally, if I was an exec in the Jets front office, I'd be pretty angry right now. Adam Gase, you know, he comes in here. He really hasn't had that notable of a coaching career. Didn't do much in Miami, and now already he's clashing with the general manager. He's gotten 2 people fired. Not only did he get the Jets GM fired, he also got their vice president of player personnel fired. So I don't know. That would upset me. And then also now he's trying to bring in Peyton Manning into their front office. I've seen a lot of rumors about that. Who, of course, I mean, Peyton Manning, obviously, great football player, but he has no experience doing anything like that. And then another thing, he really has to tread lightly when it comes to Le'Veon Bell. And I've seen things where it was saying they might actually trade Bell before the season starts. He's a guy who you really don't want to do that with. He doesn't play games. He'll sit out another season and he'll force his way out of New York.
Adam Gase is probably one of the goofiest looking dudes I've ever seen in my entire life. He has like that Rashay Caldwell googly eyes thing going on like, every single time he does a press conference.
His eyes go crazy.
Dude, I don't really think they're going to trade Le'Veon Bell, though, because I know Le'Veon Bell did get overpaid for the running back market, but he actually took less than what he could have gotten in Pittsburgh. So I think the Jets did get a solid deal with him, especially having a young quarterback like Sam Darnold. I think that only helps Darnold progress in the upcoming years.
Yeah,
I agree.
And the Jets also, Gase's first move as a general manager was trading first-round draft pick Darren Lee to Kansas City, and I believe they got a 6th-round pick in return.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like a weird first move, in my opinion,
Only
for
getting a
assistant general manager.
For a former first. And Darren Lee's he's a pretty good player. I don't get where that's coming from. Maybe there's something deeper that we don't know about, some tension between them two. I don't know. It just doesn't really make sense to me.
Is he good?
I
mean, he's not bad.
He's not bad.
He's not bad.
But it's just one thing that's really weird to me, and I think it probably rubs some players the wrong way, is you literally get promoted to interim general manager, and within like 2 hours, you already get rid of somebody. Like, that's not a great look.
No, not at all. But looking at Darren Lee's stats real quick, he had 3 picks last
74
year.
tackles combined. That's pretty good.
Yeah, the year before that, 94 tackles combined. Like, that's not bad.
He's young. I don't know why you give up on him so quickly, but like I said,
I think he might be a free agent after this season.
Yeah, but for a 6th-round pick.
Yeah, I know. That's
kind of rough.
Typical Jets.
What? He went 20th overall. I don't even remember that guy ever recently getting drafted.
I think it was 2016.
I know it was 2016.
He went to Ohio State.
It was, but first round, I don't remember that guy at all.
Just imagine being from New York though right now with the Giants catastrophe, this crap going on with the Jets, and you're not getting Zion. Yikes. Yikes.
And smelling everything over there. Just
Yikes.
Yeah, but dude, I feel so bad for New York because they have so many sports teams and they all just fucking suck.
Literally,
it's so funny.
How many do they have? So they got Bills, Jets, Giants,
Rangers.
Football. They got the Rangers. They got the Islanders.
The Nets are the most notable team in New York right now. Whoa.
The Nets, the Knicks.
Whoa.
And they have Yankees, Mets.
I
would say the Yankees were more notable.
No, I wasn't thinking about baseball,
Yankees,
but
baseball's a sport. Dan.
Yeah, well, I don't. I'm not a huge baseball guy.
But no, Kyrie and quick off topic about football, but Kyrie and Kevin Durant going to New York.
Dude, I don't know.
playing together. That's gonna be all. Kevin Durant's gonna be so popular now.
I've seen some.
New
Yeah,
York.
I've seen some conflicting reports about KD already being a lock to go to New York, and he's already called the other free agents about it. But I don't know how much I can believe since he's still in the playoffs. But
I
that'd
say
be
he
very
goes to New
interesting.
York, and it's just like LeBron and the Lakers. Like, he literally goes to New York. There's all this hype about it, and they don't make the playoffs. Unless Kyrie goes with him, or he's able to get another key player like Jimmy Butler or Kemba Walker or somebody like that to go with him. I think if he goes by himself, he's not enough to get them in the playoffs.
True. I got found out last night. We all did that. Chris Long officially announced his retirement, and I really hope that guy stays around, like Twitter and like doing his thing, because he's like one of the best people with the best personality around.
Yeah.
That guy's a legend, Chris Long.
Defending Walter
agree.
Payton Man of the Year, right?
Yeah, he what do you do? Donated his
2017
Yeah,
salary to charity. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
unbelievable, dude. What a guy. I hope he starts like a podcast or something. Imagine him and Pat McAfee together.
That'd be something to listen to for sure.
I'd tune in for sure. He had a great 11-year career too, and he won 2 rings. Unfortunately, one was against us, but one was with us, so
Yeah.
give or take.
As far as just like from a football standpoint, though, this move, it is a little bit of a bigger hit than you would kind of expect. As I mean, he wasn't super productive last year for the Eagles, but they already traded Michael Bennett to us, so they've lost some serious depth at defensive end. They still have Derek Barnett and Brandon Graham as their starters, but if one of them gets hurt, or if maybe Derek Barnett's having like an off season, things start to get a little slim there.
Yeah, I agree. And Chris Long's kind of a big locker room guy as well. He's
Yeah.
a good leader, so a lot of the young guys probably look up to him. So that's a big hit in that department too.
Trying to look up his stats here. But the thing with Chris Long, to be honest with you, like he never had like the big stats.
No.
I know his best season was
Like
in
he did for
2011.
2 years.
2011, he
Yeah,
had
13 sacks.
Did he ever make a Pro Bowl?
But
No.
I thought he did with the.
really?
I thought he
No, I
did.
don't think he ever did.
sure about
I was
that?
looking it up earlier. I'll look it up
He
again.
was selected to the Pro Bowl, and he's a first-team All-Pro.
Ooh.
Really?
I think that was probably in
Let's see.
2011 when he had 13.5 sacks.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of
I know.
sacks
Yeah, I
to
was
have
looking
and
at that.
not
I
make
didn't
the Pro Bowl.
That's what I was thinking earlier. Oh, actually, where is it? I don't see it. Usually there's like a little star next to the name.
It's on Pro Football Reference.
Yeah, that's what I'm on.
They have. It says right under defense and fumbles, it says selected to Pro Bowl and first-team All-Pro. I can spell it out for you if you can't see it, dude.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Adam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. No, I don't. It says awards: 2018
Oh my
NFL
God.
Walter Payton Man of the Year, 2008 NFL All Rookie Team, and 2012 NFL Top 100 number 84.
What website are you on?
Pro Football Reference.
Dude, all right, you see where it says 2009 Eagles, and next to it says more long pages?
No.
This is so awesome. I bet everyone loves listening to this.
All right. Well, this is another time.
sometimes-
This is just another time. We'll
Yeah.
argue about this off the mic.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of off topics, did you guys see? I forget there was a wedding yesterday because you guys brought up Pat McAfee, but I forget whose
I saw
wedding
it. It was on Adam
but
Schefter's
The picture of him
Instagram.
just freaking taking a piss with just shorts on,
I saw that.
like for the wedding. Like that's hilarious.
Dude, he must be such a good wedding guest.
Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Yo, Adam, when you get married, he should be in your wedding, dude.
I have to send him an invite. Hopefully he'll show up.
Do you guys have anything else to add? Something that happened?
I'm trying to think. What else could we do with that?
Kind of a
What else?
slow week this week.
Yeah.
I did see we cut two of our undrafted guys, and they both signed with the Jets. It was Calvin Anderson, that offensive lineman from Texas, and then it was Xavier. I can't pronounce his last name. Ubosi, maybe it is. He was a wide receiver from UAB. You guys got any thoughts on that?
I don't really know much about those
I
guys,
don't.
honestly.
I don't really. Do you guys follow the like Pro Football Focus stats at all?
Like the
I do.
ratings?
Yeah, like everything that they have.
Yeah.
What was it? I saw there was one with the Oakland Raiders because they've been updating it lately, and they've been doing like projected starters with like 80 plus grades from last season, and they did the Raiders, and they don't have one guy who had over an 80.
Are you serious?
Jeez.
Antonio Brown was the closest, and he had like 79.2.
Was there any other team in the NFL that had that?
I'm not sure. I think the Bears had the most,
Really?
to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
I'm
On
just
the
thinking
defense
like
side of the
Akeem
ball.
Hicks, Khalil Mack, Eddie Jackson, Kyle Fuller, maybe Roquan Smith. Yeah.
Amos,
Yeah.
probably too.
Yep.
Adrian Amos.
Oh, he left actually. I think he's a
on the
Green Bay
Packers
Packer.
now.
Yeah.
I guess I got one more topic that I want to go over with you guys, and then we'll wrap this thing up. I have, how the Patriots usually always have an undrafted rookie make the team.
Yeah.
Who do you guys think is that undrafted rookie from the Patriots this year?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say Andrew Beck, the tight end we got, that run blocking tight end. That's my opinion on that. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah. I'd say Andrew Beck is probably another likely one, but another guy I could kind of see making the team. Not really sure why, but Ryan Davis, the wide receiver from Auburn, Jarrett Stidham's former teammate. I could just see us, if we had an extra spot at wide receiver, maybe just putting him on to give Stidham a little bit of familiarity, and then maybe we just drop him down to the practice squad.
See, I got a completely different take on this. Freaking Jacoby Myers from North Carolina State. That guy finished second among college receiver in drop grade in 2018. And he only had 6 drops in his whole career with 168 receptions.
Jeez.
And that guy's like a slot receiver that I know that we were high on, like Barrios making the roster after the Patriots didn't get Isabella or Hunter Renfrow.
Uh-huh.
But this guy, Myers, probably, I don't even know why he didn't get drafted, probably because it's North Carolina State. But that guy has pretty good stats and real good chance to make the team.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that should wrap up this 4th episode. Probably edited and finished by Monday because Dan's going to flip out when he edits the whole thing.
Yep.
So thank you guys for tuning in.